Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have another pick a card reading. This pick a card reading will be how do men currently view you right now. So I have 4 piles to choose from. The first pile will be this bunny with the kitchen knife. Second pile will be this anime girl looking behind her shoulder. Third pile would be this lady in the ring looking like surprised. And then the fourth pile would be this cool looking girl with the pink hair and the devil horns. So use your intuition and I'll see you at your reading. Hello pile 1. So if you chose the bunny looking character, this would be how men currently view you. You could definitely be a Pisces or a water sign for this pile. We have the Page of Wands. Wands to come out. Eight of Swords. For how men do you. Six of Cups. Oh wow. Five of Pentacles. I might have to get more cards for this part. More than yeah, definitely could be a Pisces. The Hangman keeps wanting to show itself with the High Priestess in this deck. King of Pentacles. You could attract a lot of people that want to ground you often. So how men view you, pile 1. Men view you as like somebody that has either a lot to hide or a lot that is going on in your headspace, or a lot that's just going on in your life. Like there's a lot going on in your life, pile 1. Like they can tell it's a lot going on in your life that makes you like stressed out or worried or anxious or hella busy, or busy in your mind. Maybe like really busy in your career right now, pile 1. And this is what a lot of guys notice about you, or they see like, yeah, like with you it's like you, and they also can see you as like you miss your ex a lot. So I don't know if you're like the type where once you I don't want to say jump from relationship to relationship, but I am getting that you tend to like talk to people while you still miss your ex. And this is what guys notice about you a lot, pile 1, is that when you are interested in them or you go on dates, you tend to bring up your exes a lot. Like I don't know if like you go out on dates, or you like, even with your sneaky links or something, even if it's not a sneaky link, just guys that you hook up with, you end up mentioning your ex a lot. This could actually hurt their feelings. Or even if you don't say it and bring it up a lot, they can tell you're thinking about somebody else while you're with them or enjoying their time. It's like you have this worried, because she looks worried in this card, but in this card she looks just like she's thinking like heavily in this one too. So I feel like in this one she's actually just sleeping. So I feel like what they notice about you, pile 1, is that it may take a lot to get your attention, and once they do get your attention, sometimes these guys think that, or they know that you're thinking about somebody else, or you're wishing that you were with somebody else, because it definitely like she's, yeah. And he's like, I don't know, it's like this person, but I feel like what guys notice about you is that you use other men, I guess, or other dates or other situations or other fucks or other hookups to get your mind off of a particular person. Like, you always have a particular person that you're trying to move on from, or that you're trying to, yeah, you could hook up a lot, like a lot. Okay, so what guys notice about you, Power One, is that you do with the Ace of, with the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands is always about new sexual energy or new creative energy. So I feel like, oh yeah, you can use art as well. Okay, so I'm channeling a lot, so let me slow down. What guys notice about you, Power One, is that you tend to hook up a lot, even if it's not meaningful to you. Even if it is meaningful to you, the hookups, it's like you do this to get over an ex a lot. Like, you do this to get over a relationship that went toxic, that gone bad. Or you use art. You use something expressive, whether that's doesn't have to be art, but if you are a Pisces, you're probably artistic. If you are a water sign, period, you're probably very like artistic and you don't know this. You probably like, I don't know, you're very creative. You do a lot of creative things, or you're a workaholic, or you just use sex to move on from an ex or somebody like recent that you've been with. That's what they notice about you, that you use, like, I want to say escapism to move forward from an ex that you still have feelings for, or that you still think about, that you still love. But I think it gets a little bit under their skin, especially if you're dealing with the King of Pentacles energy. It could kind of get under their skin, but it makes them want, I don't know, it's like they could not, like, a lot of what guys notice about you is that the Hangman, you could lie a lot. They notice that you lie a lot, either to protect their feelings, like the guy's feelings, or you do it to protect yourself. I feel like what guys notice about you is that you don't lie about, you lie, but you lie to like keep the illusion going between a relationship with whoever. Like, you'll keep illusions around you, or things that just don't totally make sense, to keep like a lie going, to keep like a illusion going, because you don't want it to break apart, or you just don't want to see reality for what it is. So a lot of guys see that you don't want to see reality for what it is sometimes with the Hangman, because that could be like changing perspectives. So you could have like, so guys could see you as a little bit delusional and annoyed. Like, you come off as like you're being like, they could feel like they're annoying you. So like what they notice, or how they feel around you, is that whether this is somebody you meet out on the streets or somebody you're dating or hooking up with, they feel like they're in your way, or not really in your way, but they just feel like you want the story to be told how you want the story to be told. Like, you want them, I don't know, it's like you already have your own perspective of them that you want them to go by or act like. Like, you could even compare, they could notice about you that you compare people to your ex a lot as well. Or yeah, you compare people to your exes a lot. Like, you feel like either they're going to act like your ex, or they already do act like your ex, or you just, I don't know, it's like you reminisce a lot. You like to reminisce a lot with the Six of Cups. Or they could notice, they see that you like to act like a big baby, a big kid. You don't really want to grow up. Yeah, I was just about to say, it's giving me Gemini vibes. You don't have to be a Gemini or a Pisces, but it's just giving me that you, like, what they notice about you is that you're not, you could be mature for your age, but you don't like to act mature. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, you like to live an illusion for this pile. So you definitely could be a water sign. Don't have to be a water sign. You could be any sign here, but I'm feeling like you just like to, you feel better in your fantasy world. You feel better reminiscing about the past, about past people, about past experiences that you really, really enjoyed, or that you didn't enjoy so much. You just like reminiscing, like thinking. You like, it's like you just like, you don't like being in real time for this pile. It's like you don't like, and if you are in real time, like say you're at your job, you feel like your work goes by so slow, you keep looking at the clock. So this is why you could like to like dibble and dab in the past or too much in the future on things that haven't happened yet. So what guys notice about you, Power 1, is that you could have like really, really bad depression and anxiety, because you like to be in different time zones in your mind and in your spirit. Like, you don't like to be in the present too much. I don't know why. And if you are in the present, it's doing something very passionate and creative or sexual or basically like escapism. I don't know. It's like this pile is giving me like more. You're just very like on the go in your minds. I feel like they also feel like you come off very, very fun, because I feel like the Lovers card is all about enjoying your atmosphere the best way you know how, or the best way you can. So I feel like you try, if you're in this Five of Pentacles energy, say somebody's in this Five of Pentacles energy, you know how to bring them into this Lovers energy, very passionate, very like I don't know, it's like you have this inner drive to you, Power 1, that they notice as well with the Page of Wands. So that's all about inner drive, having confidence to do something, having confidence to start something new, to end something and start something new again. Yeah, with the Hangman, it's all about ending a cycle, not being scared to end a cycle because you know it will start again. Like, I feel like you're also, what they notice about you, Power 1, is that you're not scared to end relationships. So this could be why you have a lot of exes, because you're not scared to end relationships, because you know they'll come crawling back. This energy here, she's actually having titties out, and I'm not supposed to be showing that right now. But yeah, so you know that they'll crawl back to you, or you know that like you guys will meet again, like the cycle will continue almost. So you're not afraid to start new things or start something over that failed. So what people see in you, Power 1, or what guys see in you, Power 1, is that you have a lot of perseverance. So you can, it's like you don't mind once something fails. You're not scared, or you're not too ashamed to start it over again. Like, you'll keep trying until you get it right, or till it doesn't fail. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's giving me, you're very passionate. Like, what guys notice about you is that you're very passionate, and they can see you as like you try to help others a lot whenever you can. Could be a healer or some type of spiritual teacher for others. I am getting that. But you do, like, what guys notice a lot about you is that you reminisce a lot, and you make certain faces that make them feel like they're either harming you or annoying you or scaring you, or they're not pleasing you. Like, some guys could feel like, or what they notice is that or how they feel or how they perceive you when you make these like different faces, is that they're not pleasing you, or that you're not really entirely into them. I'm not sure. It's like you give off this energy where you kind of like, I feel like you friend zone a lot of guys as well. So how they see you is that you just want a friendship right now. This is how they could see you at this moment. Whenever you view this reading, it's like they just see you as like you just wanting a friendship, or just wanting to hook up and fuck around. They could see you as, yeah, like the fun girl, or it's like they see you as like friends with benefits a lot of the time. Like, they could, like, even if they haven't, for you, Power 1, even if they haven't had sex with you, it's like their first time meeting you or hanging out with you or just talking to you, they could tell that you're like, you would be a really, really fun friends with benefits. Like, you would be the girl that wouldn't want any strings attached to it. Like, if that makes sense. Like, they could just tell you have that energy or that aura that you can be friends with a guy and have sex, because you have a lot going on. It's like you have a guy over here, you have a guy over here, you have a friend over here, you have this situation, this work situation you gotta figure out, you have this project you need to start that you keep procrastinating on. You could be, a lot of guys could see you as a procrastinator as well. Like, you start a lot of optimistic things, and then you start it over. You stop, you start it over, you stop, you start it over. Like, you they could feel like you get sidetracked a lot or something, distracted a lot. Yeah, because she looks hella distracted. But they find you as very like, they just want to know what you're thinking about, pile one, most of the time. Like if they could read your mind, they would want to read your mind. Like they just want to know. And I feel like a lot of guys, how they see you or how they think that you're thinking, even if you're not thinking about an ex and you don't bring up exes, like I said, they feel like you're thinking about somebody else, or you'd rather be with somebody else. The face is something here with the facial expressions. Definitely, it's something about the facial expressions you make are so like expressive, even if you hold your tongue a lot, because you could like hold back what you really want to say a lot. They could notice this about you as well, that you hold back a lot what you truly want to say, but your face tells it all. So you're like one of those people where you won't say it, but your face will say it. That makes sense. And this is what guys notice, that you'll like make these faces and then you'll like, I don't know. So what else? They also notice that you like to wear a lot of flowy things. So you could wear a lot of baggy clothes, like comfortable clothes. Don't have to be baggy, but I'm feeling like in these two pictures, or you like to be naked. I'm getting that. Either you like comfortable, cozy clothes, or you like to be completely naked. There's no in between. Yeah, she's naked here. I should cover that up. But yeah, it's either like they also notice about you that you wear whatever you want to wear. You don't wear like the trendy, I mean, you could wear trendy stuff, but you wear whatever looks nice to you. You don't care about getting picked at, or you don't care about people like not liking your outfit. You're gonna wear your outfit because you like it. And they like this a lot as well, that you don't care what other people think. Yeah, they notice about you, Power One, is you don't care what other people think about your hair or what you put on or stuff like that. And they also could feel like you tease a lot for this pal, like you're a big tease. Like you won't say something, but it's like they know that you want to do it, or they know that you like it in the bedroom as well. And outside of the bedroom, it's like you're a big flirt and you're a big tease. You come off as a big tease. Because you're so quiet, and they have to like kind of figure you out and figure out what you're thinking about and what you like, because you're not willing to say for whatever reason. So that's what I have for you, Pile One, for how guys see you. If any of it did resonate, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post. Hello, Pile 2. So if you chose the girl with the blonde hair bending over, this would be how men perceive you, how men view you. You could work at a nightclub, whether you bartend, you're an entertainer, you're an actress, it's something you do. Like a nightlife, I'm not sure. How do men view you? Chariot, you could be a Cancer, or they view you as like a model, like a modeling type. If you're not a model, you could be a model. And so you have that, like when guys view you, they automatically think you're a model, or you're thinking about modeling, or you're just not a model. You just, how men view you, as if like they think you're a model. When they see you, how they perceive you, as they think you're a model. You dress very nice, you smell really good. I'm getting that guys think, if they get close enough to you, I don't think that you let a lot of guys get close to you whenever you first meet them, or you're like very shy. You could come off as very shy. Guys think that you act very shy around them, or if not shy, you just act very standoffish. You don't really like to be touched. You don't really like people getting really near you or close to you. Not really sure why you are like this. Maybe this is just, you don't like random people touching you, or you're very like, it's something, how they view you about too is that you're very like clean too, so they know that like if they haven't been over your house, that you will have like a very very clean house. You like to keep your house clean, you like to smell really good, you like to keep your hair like you. Also, what I'm getting for you about too is that guys think you take really really good care of your hair. Like you have very very beautiful hair, whether it's blonde, whether it's black, whether it's curly, whether it's straight. I think majority of you guys watching, your hair is long, or it's like middle, it's like in the middle of your back or on your shoulders. For majority of you guys, I think it is long for you viewing this. So like guys, how they perceive, they like the first thing they notice on you, pile 2, is your hair, for sure. Like out of all the piles, I think you, it's like when guys walk up to you, see you, even if they don't even speak to you, and they just see you from afar, like you just out and about wherever you live, running errands, like the first thing they notice is your hair. Most definitely, like they look at your hair first, and then they look at your facial features, and then they look at, I don't know if you put on blush. You could, some of you guys, you don't really wear a lot of makeup. Some of you guys you do, or you guys, if you guys do, you put on like a very natural face, like a natural everyday makeup, and it looks very very beautiful. I'm getting that in the picture she does have blush there, so they could like that they like whatever blush you put on. So it's like they look at your hair first, then your face, and then your eyes. Could be your eyes and then your lips. I'm really thinking like they really really love your lips, pile 2. Like they really really love your lips, and it's like something you do when you smile. I feel like a lot of guys, when they see you, even if they don't speak to you, or even when they speak to you like hey, like very quickly, when they see you out at a store or whatever, wherever you like go, it's somewhere you go though to get your groceries, or to where you shop at, that guys see you a lot there or something like that, I'm getting. But they know that, it's like they know that it's like they know that you know that they're watching you in some way. So it's like you give off this very confident aura about you. Like for you, Patu, I think you come off, guys feel like even when they get to know you, you come off as very confident in who you are. So yeah, you could be a Cancer woman. I'm not really sure. If you're not a Cancer woman, a lot of you attract a lot of Cancer men, or a lot of water sign men like you, Patu, is what I'm getting. Yeah, a lot of water sign men like you a lot. Or that's your preference. It's something about water signs here. I'm not really sure. Guys could actually like your back. So I don't know if you have like, you have a very beautiful back. So if you wear your back out a lot, or if you don't, I don't know if you got a tattoo on your back recently, or they really really like this. They notice, the first thing they notice as well for you, Patu, if you have tattoos, they notice your tattoos. I know in the picture she doesn't have tattoos, but I'm really feeling like the first, like how guys perceive you, and the first things they see is like your tattoos as well, whether you just got one down your back. But if you don't have tattoos down your back, it's just something very beautiful about your back, that something very beautiful about your whole body. But I am getting emphasis on like your back, the way you're shaped. So could have guys think you have a very very nice shape. So like with this pile, it's not really going deep with how they perceive you. It's more so like how guys, they're like more so like interested in your looks for you, pile 2. For how they view you, it's like more physical for them. Yeah, more physical for them. As soon as I said that, Ace of Wands wanted to come out, so definitely physical attraction here. So you could also attract a lot of fire signs and water signs, like people that are big on chemistry and physical attraction. You could come off as like any fire signs. You could come off as like a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Even if you're not, even if you're a water sign or like an air sign, even if you're like anything but a fire sign, you still come off as a fire sign, very confident, very like, you know that you're center of attention, or you like to be center of attention. Like I said, they could have met you at a nightclub, you could work at a lounge, you could work, I don't know, you even if you don't work at like a club, you like working night shift, and this is where they see you work night shift. What else? Guys, I heard perfect, so guys could see you as being perfect. Like you're perfect with the Ace of Wands. You're perfect and you're always moving, because the Ace of Wands and the Chariot, that's like movement. So they feel like you're always moving, you're always on the go, you're always busy. So guys could see you as always busy. So yeah, you come up as very busy. So even if people see you from afar, see you walking, you could walk very fast. Yeah, that's why I said you don't let guys get near you. I feel like when you go to the store, you write down a list of what you need. You're in and out fast as fuck. Like you don't really like to talk that much, and if you do talk, it's like hi and bye. You don't like guys wasting your time. This is their perspective. You don't like when guys waste your time. You don't like when anybody wastes your time. They could see you as somebody that always gets what you want as well, because of your physical attraction, your physical appearance. I feel like they feel like you get anything that you want. Like nobody can tell you no. Or they might have seen you out with somebody on a date. Though this is crazy, because even if you go out on dates and you get like a male waiter, they could feel like they could see that the person that you want to date with, whether this is Valentine's Day or any date, I feel like the male waiter can see that the guy that you're with doesn't want to tell you no, or that you're very, very spoiled, or like male cash, like anybody that you're out and about. It's like something about like they see that you're very spoiled and nobody really tells you no. They feel like you get a lot of people to do certain things for you that, like, if you weren't so physically attractive, people wouldn't really do for you, wouldn't really want to do. It's like you can convince a lot of people to do things for you that are inconvenient for them. So like a lot of people will go out of their way, or a lot of guys, they see this as their perspective, whether it's true or not true, it's just how they see it. It's like a lot of guys will go out of their way to make you happy, and it does make you happy, but it's like they think that you're like not even bratty. I feel like you come off as very nice and genuine, but it's just like it's like that saying, like, it's your world and everybody else just lives in it type of energy for you, Pal 2. It's like that's exactly how they see you. It's like it's your world and they're just living in it, and they just want to make you happy. And they just want to make you smile. I think they really, really love your smile. They think your smile and your lips are very gorgeous. Whatever ethnicity you are, it's just it's like emphasis on your lips and your hair. And any tattoos you recently got, or even if you don't have tattoos, like emphasis on your shoulder blades and your back structure, and even like your neck structure. Like you could have very beautiful and deep collarbones as well. A lot of guys like this area. Your collarbones, your shoulders, your neck, your lips. It's everything around. It's like non-sexual, but it's like very sexy. It's very like playful. They could see you as being very playful as well, Pal 2. Like you're somebody that's very fun. Like you could be very entertaining. That's why I said you could be an entertainer. Your job is to entertain people, or just customer service. Like you have very, very great customer service to the point where some of your customers think that you're flirting with them. Whether you are or not, it's like you just come off as very flirty even when you're not trying to flirt. So you could be a Sagittarius, or you just act like a Sagittarius. Like you're very in and out. You come and go as you please, or you're just very busy, or you're just very, you could be, a lot of guys perceive you, Pal 2 as being very adventurous as well. So you could travel a lot. You could you have, or even in the future, this is just how they perceive you. They feel like in the future, if you're young right now, you could probably have like a house on the East Coast and a house on the West Coast, because you don't like staying. It's not that you don't like stability, you just don't like, you get bored staying in one place for too long. So this is why you could have like multiple jobs. You could have 2 jobs. You could have a job and like a side hustle, or you could have a job and like a hobby you do. It's like you're always like keeping yourself going, like you're always moving forward. They could also see you as always moving forward in life. So you're always progressing. You're never like declining at all. You always, it's like I'm getting stares. You always are like elevating in whatever you do in life. So you make everything that's hard look very, very easy. And this could come, like a lot of guys could also envy this. I am getting like females could envy this as well, even though we're doing like guys' perspective. But I am getting like you get a lot of attention. It's not always good attention. You could wear a lot of evil eye necklaces, or you should buy them, because a lot of people, I feel like, you put yourself on a high pedestal, but other people put you on a high pedestal as well. Maybe at a young age, you were put on a high pedestal by your father or your parents or your mother. Somebody always puts you on a high pedestal, and it's like you expect a lot and you want a lot, and you don't settle for anything or anyone in this power. Or this is just how they see you. Like, they feel like they could also like view you as like you had a silver spoon in your mouth, and I don't know if that's true or not true. You could just come off as very like you deserving of everything. That's why I feel like, yeah, you feel like you're deserving of everything you want, everything you desire. You go for your desires, you go for your dreams. I feel like you could come off as very talented as well to these guys. Like, you're very, very talented at what you do. I'm not sure what you do, but you're very talented. And we got the Judgment. So people love like staring at you, looking at you. For this pile, it's more of like physical appearance that they love. Your Ace of Wands. I mean, not Ace of Wands. Oh, Ace of Wands is out, but this is a Page of Wands. So definitely physical. It's all about the physical here that they really, really love. Pile 2 about you. And I feel like, I know this is like, I don't know, it might be a little triggering, but I feel like guys just want to really see you naked as well. Because she is taking her clothes off for him, and he is like, they just want to see you naked. For some of you, they just want to see you naked. It's not that they just want to get the chance, or I don't know. So I'm getting like, not stalker vibes, but it's just like, they just imagine how you would look with all of your clothes off. I feel like, because it's just physical, it's like a lot of like chemistry here. I feel like a lot of people, a lot of guys, when they meet you or talk to you or date you, like their perspective is just like that you'll be very, very good in bed as well. Off of just your attitude and your confidence. They might feel like that you're very like dominant in the bedroom, but so their perspective is that you're very, you're not submissive at all. You're actually the one that is the dominant one. So like, you'll get on top, you'll tell the guy what to do. They could also feel like you talk really nasty in the bedroom. It's like giving me like, the whole aesthetic is giving me like Maddie's attitude, like where it's like you're very like sure of yourself, that you make people uncomfortable at times. So it could be, or you make people just drool over you, and you're a queen. Like, this whole, how they view you, Pile 2 is a queen energy, princess energy. I'm really getting queen. It's like you're very high status, or this is what you strive to be, and nothing's wrong with that. I feel like it's like you have a lot of goals and aspirations, and a lot of dreams, and a lot of desires, and a lot of things that you want. I feel like a lot of guys could see you as a very, very good manifester as well, because like I said, you always progress in life, with the Chariot and the Ace of Wands right next to it, and the Alchemy card, which is the Sagittarius card, which is a Temperance card. That's all about alchemy. That's all about progressing. That's all about going down your path in life. So I feel like a lot of guys also could feel like their perspective is that you don't want anybody getting in your way, and I feel like this is why guys tend to like move out of your way. So when they see you out and about, a lot of guys don't even get to approach you, like I said. But when you do let guys get a little bit of your time, they feel like you smell really good, and you look really good. You look amazing. You look really amazing. Like your hair, something about your hair. You could have very long hair. Even if you don't have long hair, natural hair, you wear some type of like long wig, or you just look very, whatever your hair is, something about your hair and your back area. You could wear a lot of tops that, like tube tops, or a lot of tank tops, or something that has your back out a lot, that they really, really like. I feel like guys just want to be near you, Pile 2. Like, even if it's just friends, they just want to be near you. They just want to make you happy. They just want to please. That's why I'm getting you get a lot of yes mans. you don't get a lot of no's, and guys that tell you no, you're like on to the next. It's like you have that energy, or they see you as like you're that type of feminine where if they won't do it, another guy will type of energy. Like you're quick to not settle. Like for this part, you will not settle, and you don't like being told no. And it's your world, and we just live in it. Like the world revolves around you, pal, too. Like this is just your energy. You're so confident, and you're so bold, and you're so, like, I heard extravagance. You could be exotic, or your attitude is very exotic, or your confidence is very, you know, exotic, because not a lot of people have this confidence that you have. You probably got it at a very young age, like I said, because of your parents. And you have, I don't know, it's like you could speed walk, or you could have a very beautiful walk. It's something about your walk as well. And they really, like, guys really love your physical attraction. So yeah, that's what I have for you of guys' perspective on you. If it did resonate, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post. Hello, Pile 3. So if you chose like this anxious looking girl in the rain, and this will be your how guys see you. Wow, I keep getting the High Priestess card. So I don't know if you're Pisces or just because it's Pisces season. Then we have the King of Cups. Empress. Maybe a Virgo, or Taurus, or Capricorn. Yeah, the Empress wanted to come out again. So how guys view you? They view you as very strong and independent. Very strong and independent, but like very awkward. Like very awkward, very awkward. Like, yeah, we got the Queen of Pentacles. So you could definitely be an earth sign, or you're independent right now financially. Is how guys view you. Is that you have your own money and you do really well for yourself. But it's something about you guys very like awkward. So I don't know, I mean, because I know like words can mean different things. So what the hell? But yeah, the word I'm getting is awkward. So it says causing difficulty, hard to do or deal with is the meaning of awkward, or causing or feeling embarrassment or inconvenience. So I feel like how guys view Pile 3 is that, I don't know, it's like you just get easily embarrassed for whatever it is. Like you get very easily embarrassed, or you're very hard to deal with. Like you're very hard to understand on why you act so quirky. I'm getting quirky as well. So you could just come off like how guys view you is very quirky, very overly embarrassed. You get embarrassed about things you shouldn't be embarrassed about, basically. Like say it could be like the smallest thing, but you'll find it like heavily embarrassing. Like I don't know, it's like you'll do normal things that are completely normal, but you'll find them very embarrassing. Like you maybe have like a warped perception about yourself, or you think the worst sometimes. But I think like how guys see you or perceive you is that you're very like difficult to understand, and you're very like awkward and very timid and very shy, but you're very independent, and you have your own money. I feel like they also think you like to stay alone because you're very easily embarrassed, Pile 3. Maybe it's like the things you're into. Could be a Gemini. Don't have to be a Gemini. You could be Aquarius. You could be any air sign or any earth sign. But you have it all, Pile 3. Like how guys see you is that you have it all to do whatever you please. And whatever you want in life, you can do it all. You manifest it all. You create it and you birth it all, because the Empress is all about being pregnant and giving birth to a certain project or experience or lifestyle or love life. If there's like a love life you want to manifest, you can have it all. You can, the sky is no limit here is what I'm getting. Like, they could also feel like you love looking at the sunset. This is the thing they notice about you. I don't know if you've been with somebody before and you just told them that you love looking at the sunset, or they watch your story and you repost a lot of nature. They could tell you like nature, you like plants, you like the sunset, you like the moon, the stars, you like a lot of things that, like, you're very earthy with the Empress. You're very, very earthy. You like the environment. You could have like really, really liked Animal Planet growing up. That did come out. They could tell that, or you guys watch, or guys feel like you would be sitting at home watching weird things like that. Like, you would be watching Animal Planet, you would be watching the Discovery Channel, you would be watching, why am I getting that guys would think that, like, perceiving you, how they like meeting you out and about, they think that you go home and you, this could be true, they feel like you would be the type to go home and watch like the survival shows where they're out in the forest, like surviving off of like having to cook like squirrels and stuff in the woods. But they're like, I think I've seen that before, a little bit of it, where they're like taping it themselves. They're probably really not, because it's a show, but they're like doing a 30-day, like a month in the woods, or what, like you, or like what's those shows where they build igloos in the middle of like what's that, please don't come for me. But igloos, you would watch things like that, or you would just watch stuff where it's like animals. I feel like they would also feel like you would watch sea life, like you would fall asleep watching sea life for a little, I don't know, it's like something about the environment. Maybe you have a garden at home at your house, or in your backyard is very beautiful, put together, or they feel like if you were to buy a house, you would be the one with a bunch of beautiful plants. Yeah, because I see like plants and stuff. You would sit out and drink your wine in front of your house with like a bunch. I feel like they also would think you would enjoy a farm. They really, really feel like you would enjoy them, like you would enjoy like the country life, the farm life, and have like 2 of each animal. I don't even know why I'm getting that, but this is how they see you. So like your aesthetic could look very like natural, like naturally pleasing. They probably feel like you don't put like a lot of makeup up on your face, or you don't wear makeup at all, and they like this, that you're, if you, I don't know, it's like something about you that's very natural. If it's not makeup, it's just you wear your natural hair. If it's not that, you could do everything. You could wear natural everything. You don't even get your, I don't know, you don't like to get your nails done. You grow your own nails out. You have very long, beautiful legs. This is how they see you, pile 3. They don't know why. You could be overly embarrassed about that, like living a normal life, because I know that social media like promotes like luxury living. You should be making like 6 figures. You should be your own entrepreneur. You should be doing all of this. You should own a Prada bag. You should do this and that. But I think it's giving me like very much natural luxury life. Like you just want to live a comfortable, normal life. Maybe buy some land. Like to you, the luxury living might be like buying land. You know what I'm saying? Like buying land for a house, a beautiful house. You just want a beautiful house to pass down to your children. It's just something very normal. Like this pile is giving me like very like normally, like you just living a normal, happy, pleasing, minimal lifestyle. Like very natural, very like spiritual. Like you like to stay grounded. You don't like to, I mean, material things is being grounded, but I feel like you don't like to overdo it. For this part, you don't like to overdo it. You don't like to, I feel like it might make you very overwhelmed. So how do guys view you, pile 3? 7 of, that's your hard worker. 7 of Wands as well. Very, very hard worker. You're like a more so do-it-yourself person. So I don't know if you do a lot of DIYs. Yeah, for this pile, guys perceive you, or they watched you do a DIY before, or they feel like you would make a lot of good money doing DIYs for people because you are very creative. Maybe you build your own furniture or something like that, or you have custom-made furniture. Or yeah, I can see you for this pile. You might I don't know, refurbish furniture. Like you could, for this part I'm getting that you thrift. They could feel like you thrift, like you're a thrifter. Whether it's furniture, whether it's you just like thrifting, you like the feel of, yeah, for this you like the feel of vintage things. Your aesthetic could actually look vintage, and this is why they feel like you would like thrifting, or they feel like you would like refurbishing things, or it's like something about you that feels very vintage to them, or they feel, I feel like guys really like this though. Like, and you don't know this, like you're embarrassed though. I'm not getting that you're embarrassed. You don't have to be embarrassed, but you're very awkward about it. Like you don't know if guys will like this, or you don't know if, like, I don't know, it's like something about you that feels very authentic to yourself, true to your heart. And guys really like this. Like they really like this. Even if they don't tell you this, they really like it. They really like it. Or they just find it very different. Because I feel like a lot of girls want to be like the material girl. They want to have, like, you know, live this. I mean, that's okay too. I feel like all lifestyles are valid. But I feel like for you, it's like, it's just, it might be a minimalist. Or guys could see you as being a minimalist. Queen of Pentacles came out again. So definitely earthy vibes. Definitely natural vibes. Definitely like the luxury lifestyle, but your own luxury lifestyle, like what you find luxury and what you, it's like what you find, it's like you want to live your own lifestyle. You don't follow what you feel like you should do, if that makes sense. Like you just live your life. Like this part, a lot of guys feel like you're just like a free spirit, as in like your own luxury lifestyle, what you feel like is luxury to you. Like you buying mango juice or something that like really makes you happy is what is luxury to you, because you can afford it and it makes you really happy inside. Doesn't mean you have to go get like a $2,000-$3,000 bag to feel good inside. You like more of like natural things, like you might go out and buy herbs, and that makes you really happy inside, and that's luxury to you. I feel like you would do really good. Guys feel like you would do really good. Yeah, moon card. Could be any water sign. Definitely could be a Cancer here. Or you have a Cancer moon, or you have an earth sign moon here. You have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn moon, and this is why you're so in touch with the universe. It's something about you that's very like refreshing here. You could literally drink water and feel like I feel like your spirit is just luxury. Like your spirit is very rich, so it's like anything you do is luxury. You don't have to go buy external things that are expensive because your spirit is expensive. Ooh, oh, this is my pile. Like your spirit is very like, what guys, how guys view you is that your spirit is really rich, so you don't have to go out and like do all these crazy things to look rich on the outside, because you, I don't know if you notice, but I think a lot of guys notice that you're rich on the inside. Like you could be very like very book smart, or very like smart when it comes to spirituality, and this is what makes you so valuable. But I don't know if you notice this about yourself. I think you kind of like overthink a little bit. Emperor. So you could be could be an Aries or any fire sign, or something about you that's very independent. And I feel like I said, you would have animals. They feel like you would have, they feel like you also buy a house with like a lake. Not a pool, but a lake. Maybe you would have a pool too, but it's like you're more of like I said, the more simple. So you probably would like get a, because I think you can get like you know, a homemade lake. Like you can get a lake built. It doesn't have to be like a lake. It can be like, I feel like you would actually get like a lake built for yourself and put fish in it, and you would be the type to get inside. Like I don't know, like I could see like a bunch of koi fish, and that would be like your type of pool. I'm not sure, but why would you? I don't know. You probably have separate. Never mind, because that would be kind of like, I don't know. You could probably do that. I don't know. Or goldfish. Like you would just have a lot of like animals around your house and inside of your house. Like I feel like you'd be the type to get a bunch of like different animals. Or this is how they feel. So I'm talking from their perspective, like guys' perspective. You could be an air sign. Air sign, yeah. or a Pisces, or just, yeah, air sign definitely could be. Or you just come off as very smart, like very, very smart spiritually. With the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords, you come off very spiritually valuable, expensive spiritually, and like you're very aware. You're very spiritually aware, Pile 3. That's what guys notice about you. That you're not like lost. You know what I mean? You're not lost in the Matrix. 10 of Cups. So all these guys view you that like you would be like the perfect mom, or how guys view you is like you could be, yeah, the perfect mom, like, but they would want to get you pregnant over and over. Like you would be the type to have like 5 babies back to back, 7 babies, 10 babies. Like you would, like they view you as like, when guys see you, they could see you having a bunch of kids as well as a bunch of animals. Like you would be the type to have a baby that's 2 years old, but you're, no, 1 year old and you're pregnant. So you have a 1-year-old and you're already pregnant. So like all your kids would be like 2, 1, 3 years apart. Like you would have them back to back, but your sex would still be good. It's like something about you that's like you would just be like, they want to get you pregnant for this pile. You have the Moon card. Yeah, you could have a lot of options. They could see you as having a lot of options, Pile 3. A lot of options that you don't even want or you don't need. Yeah, that you don't need. Excuse me, that you don't need. That you don't even need. Then you have the Death card. So you could go through a lot of rebirths. Yeah, 10 of Swords. You go through a lot of rebirths, or you did go through a lot of changes in your life that made you spiritually aware and valuable things. Yeah, guys could find you very sexy or very sexual. Like they could think that you're very freaky, because you're so shy and awkward that they might feel like you're like the type that acts like you're not freaky, but then you turn out being freaky as fuck. Yeah, and they end up wanting to get you pregnant because you're so, like, you're a freak. You're like an undercover freak for this pile is what they think about you, Pile 3. So that's what I have for you, how guys view you, or their point of view of you. So if any of it did resonate, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome back to my channel. So if you chose the girl with like the pink hair and she has like the devil horns and she's like smiling, this would be how men view you, how men see you, whether that's somebody you're dating or just people, or just men that see you out and about. How do they view you? Like, what's their point of view? So let's see. Could be a Capricorn, or a Gemini, or an Aquarius. If not, that's okay. It's just giving me that vibe. Let's see how men view you though. Definitely giving me Aquarius vibes. But I'm getting, for some of you, Earth sign woman. Any Earth sign. How do men view my Pile 4? How do men view my Pile 4? Knight of... Oh, Page of Cups. For how they view you. I feel like men could feel like you're a bit strange, or you're a bit creepy, or you're a bit like weird. Not even creepy in a bad way, but like creepy as in like, It says creepy, causing an unpleasant feeling of fear or unease. So that's the definition. Oh, okay. So a feeling of unease. So So powerful. I feel like, oh, and then she does have the devil horns, and she has like, if you look at the picture, she has like red eyeliner, like the wing, like the sharp aesthetic look around her eyes. They're red, and she's like smiling with her eyes closed. So I can kind of get why the word creepy wanted to come up. It's not like creepy as in like, I don't know, it's like they don't want to be, it's not that they don't want to be near you. For some of them it might come off as some guys don't really want to get close to you, Power 4, because it's like an uneasy, an unpleasant feeling that you give them. And you make them really nervous too. Like, you could come off as like, you make them, yeah, because how he's looking in the photo, he looks like he's in an unpleasant state. Like, he feels very, I don't know if you make, okay, so why they view you like this, I feel like you could make them just, you could just make them feel very uncomfortable. So like creepy coming up, it could just make them, you make them feel like, you make them feel very uncomfortable about who they are. Or yeah, you could make them question who they are or their whole existence. You make them question a lot of things that they felt like they were very, very sure of. Like, they probably felt like they were expert at it. They probably felt like they were like a genius. Like, they probably felt like, not a genius, but they felt like they were like very like good at what they do. Or they just felt like they were just, I don't know, it's like you make them feel like ashamed in some type of aspect. I don't know why, Power 4, but I just get like this feeling of you just make them feel uneasy. He looks very uneasy. Like, he looks very like he doesn't feel let's hold on. He doesn't feel comfortable at all, because he has like his it looks like he's kind of hot as well. Like, the temperature change. So I feel like when men get around you, they could get very like, oh yeah, when they get nervous, when people get nervous, they tend to sweat. But I feel like you make men sweat a lot, or you make their temperature rise in some type of way. I'm really not like, they could be like attracted to you physically, but I'm getting you make their temperature rise by the things that might come up when you're talking to them, or the way you look at them, or the way you smile at them, or the way you gaze at them, or the way, yeah, it's like something to do with your eyes here, Paul 4. Even though in the picture your eyes are like slanted, you could be Asian. I'm not really sure. For some of you guys, you could be Asian, or your eyes are just very like I forget what you call those. They're not hooded eyes, I don't think, but you have very, I think they think your eyes are very beautiful. Don't get me wrong, like, your eyes to them are very beautiful, but I feel like you have a very strong gaze, a very strong like stare when you're talking, or it's just something about this energy that makes them feel uncomfortable. And I'm just like, because creepy came up, and I just really feel like, because creepy could also mean like scary, so like fearful, threatened, like they want to run away from you, or they want to stop talking about whatever you guys are talking about. I think you just make you could also like be deep in your head a lot. So like, guys, a perspective on you is that you are deep in your head a lot, or you analyze a lot, or you study things a lot. So you could be like a deep thinker here, Power 4, and this could make them uncomfortable because they can't lie to you. For some of you, maybe they think it's weird or uncomfortable because they can't lie to you, or when they do lie to you, you still figure out the truth somehow. With this moon card, with the, well, it's not the moon card, but this card always gives me vibes of like the moon card, because it has like the full moon in the back, and he's obviously picturing himself with this woman, but it's not like true. It doesn't have to, it could be memories as well, but you just make people reminisce a lot. Or men, you make men, how they view you or their perspective on you is that you're just something about your energy, your aura, that makes them reminisce a lot, makes them question things a lot about themselves, not about you, but about themselves and about what they like and what they're interested in. Like, you make people, this type of energy I'm getting, Power 4, is that when you get around a man, you make them think about you after the encounter all day long, all damn week. I think it's your physical appearance as well, because in the pictures she's very beautiful. She has pink hair, so it's like it's something about your aesthetic, your physical appearance as well, that makes men think about you a lot. And like maybe the makeup you put on, or just how you present yourself. But I think it's more so your energy is what they kind of like think about more than the physical appearance. Not that you're not beautiful. I feel like the men find you very beautiful. It's just the fact that your energy is something about your energy. And like I'm hearing your eyes are very daring. Maybe you get this a lot, where when you look at men tend to look away from you very fast, or they're very timid around you, or they start to choke up on their words. Even if they're a very good talker or speaker, it's something about you that makes them choke up or stutter, or they get really quiet around you, or you make them think before they speak. Basically, like they don't, yeah, men, when they're around you, they think before they speak. Definitely. They think before they speak to you. Because I feel like maybe you could have an anger problem, or it's not an anger problem here though. It's like more of, it's like you make guys kind of like eat their words or regret their words, is what I'm hearing sometimes, or they can see this in you. So like their perspective is like, if they say the wrong thing or cross you, you could like get a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I think they can already, like, even if they don't know you too well, this could be people that know you, but it also could be people that just have one conversation with you and get like your energy and your demeanor off of like a couple conversations with you here and there. They can tell that you don't play that shit for this pile, but you're very like, you look very sweet though at the same time. It's something about your energy that looks very sweet. That was too many cards, so I have to flip it back in. Yeah, Queen of Swords, you could be an air sign. I did say Aquarius. I did get that. Majority of you guys could be an Aquarius, but it could be any air sign. Or if you're not an air sign, it's just something about you have like this cutthroat energy, that this is the way, well, this is at least how guys perceive you at this moment of you viewing this video, whenever you view this video, whether it's 3 months from now when I post it or right when I post it. It's just how they perceive you right now. Power 4 is that you're very straightforward. You could be very blunt. Like guys could also see you as very blunt, and to some people they view it as you just being real and you just being authentic to yourself and true to yourself and just speaking your truth. But then some guys see this as you being very rude and you being very like selfish and you being very like arrogant and conceited. But I feel like it's, some people understand that you're just being true to yourself, you're being unapologetic. I feel like for this file, it's like you give off an unapologetic vibe, like a Rihanna vibe. Not like a Rihanna vibe, but it's like giving me kind of like emo, not emo, but like it's giving me like, because you know black is all about dominance, all about power. It's a black candle right here, as I said that, and a black cat, black ink. It's something about, you could also like the night sky. I feel like something about you here, what guys kind of view you, and she's wearing like a dark robe. So there's something about you that's very like mysterious, but also I don't even want to use that word because it's like you're very, very blunt, to where it's like, it's almost like you don't hide anything, but at the same time it's like people still want to, or guys, they feel like they want to, I don't know, I heard stalk you, but so how guys view you, it's like they feel like you know everything, or you're very, very smart, you're very, very intelligent, very, very intelligent. What else? That's why I'm getting like the creepy word again, because it's like something about, I don't know if you've been wearing all black lately, or you don't even have to be wearing all black. It's just something about you being in your masculine energy right now. Or it's just, you could like cosplay for some of you guys, and they don't understand this. A lot of guys feel like you would be good doing cosplay or acting. Some guys feel like you'll be a very good actress. You're probably very expressive with your words. With the Queen of Swords, all about expressing yourself through the throat chakra. So you could be a very good speaker. Or just something about you guys find you very smart, to where it's kind of creepy how smart you how smart you are. Like, I don't know if you guys are being offended by that word, but I don't feel like creepy is a bad word, because it can mean different things. That word can mean a lot of different things. But they do feel like you're strange, because how do you know this? You could have a very like wide, you could have a very, very strong crown chakra as well. They pick this up, but I feel like they don't really know that it's like, they just know you're very smart. But I feel like you could be gifted in claircognizance. No, I think it's clair, it's the one that's clair, like the knowing of things. You just know things. So you're really, really good at knowing things. You just know information. It's kind of like you're reading their mind. So this is why they could kind of like cringe sometimes, because you can read their mind. It's kind of like you always, like, I feel like also they feel like you know their desires. So they could feel a little bit uncomfortable because you know their desires. Yeah, with the moon card, it's all about, well, I keep saying moon card, but with the moon, it's all about your desires and wishes as well. Like your wish fulfillment. It's all about knowing. It's like you just know things that they want to kind of keep hidden from you, but they can't. Guys could also view you as, why did I hear dominatrix? Or you could be a dominatrix. It's like, not even like, why am I viewing like a Catwoman suit? Like all black leather. So some men could think that you actually have like, because she's dressed in all black, you could wear like, you have like leather lingerie thongs. You wear that at night. You have like really cool, it's like you could wear like all black platform heels, or they feel like you have this in your closet. They just feel like you dress up. I did say cosplay, and she is wearing horns, so I feel like they feel like you dress up in your free time. I don't know why that's coming up. Like you dress up as things. I don't know if you believe in the fairy realm, or you just like to dress up. You like to play dress up, or you're a model, or yeah, because there's a cat here, so they could, I don't know, it could feel like your aesthetic reminds them of Catwoman. I know the Batman movie's coming out with Catwoman in it, so you could remind them, they could go see this movie and you remind them of the Catwoman. I think the actress is Zoe, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, and I don't want to say it wrong, but if you guys know, comment it down below. It's just something about you that, and they feel like, and I feel like guys' perspective on you also, it changes a lot. Like you change a lot with the Queen of Swords. Then we got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. So yeah, you make their temperature rise. You make they get really hot around you. Because I think you like to bring up difficult conversations, Power 4. Like you like to talk probably. For this power, I think they view you as very talkative. Very, very talkative and very, very blunt. Very, very straight to the point. It could feel like you're a loner. Yeah, some of you, with the Queen of Swords, yeah, you could be a loner, or they met you when you were alone. It just looks like you're like a leader. Like what they get from you, Power 4, is that you are definitely a leader. So like if you have a friend group, you're the leader in the friend group, is how they view you and how they see you. They just know that you're the leader in the friend group. Like you're the, you know how like Mean Girls, it was like the main I mean, all of them play their part in, you know, being in the crew, but it was like the main girl, I forget what her name was. What was her name? The one that came up with all the rules, like we wear pink on Wednesdays or whatever, or we can't wear sweatpants or whatever it was. She just came up with all the rules, and it just kind of goes with it. Not that she just, I don't know, it's just like you give me the main girl in your friend group, whether that's just, it's just something about you. Either they met you in, yeah, they could have met you while you were with your friends and they could just see this, or for some of you guys, if they didn't meet you around your friends, they just know this. But then for some of you guys, you're alone most of the time. They could view you as like a loner for some of you guys, if that wasn't accurate for you. They could just see that their perspective on you is that you don't have many friends. You don't need many friends. You stand alone with the Queen of Swords. As somebody that doesn't mind cutting people out of their life. Doesn't hesitate, I heard, to cut people out of their life. I feel like you often, like for this file, you cut people out of your life, but you also gonna get your lick back. Like, and it's kind of intriguing that you'll kind of like, I feel like you choose to get your own revenge in some type of way. It doesn't have to be like, some of you guys, you're just gonna get your revenge. You're just gonna, yeah. You're not just gonna let somebody play you and walk away. Walk away without you getting your lick back in some type of way. Let me get the sun card. You could be a Leo, or you have an air sun sign, or a water sun sign. But if not, you just have in view with the star, with the sun and the Knight of Cups next to it. Guys could, their perspective on you, how they see you or how they feel, it's like with this power, you make them feel a lot. Even if they just met you for one time, you make them feel a lot. You make them think a lot, and this can make them feel uncomfortable. And also, them meeting you or dating you, men view you, or how they see the relationship is that they want to get very, 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 very close to you, but they don't know how most of the time. And it's like, I feel like you leave them a little bit frustrated because you could come off cold and distant, but also it's like, but it's something about you that's very contradicting, because you come off cold, but it's like you make them feel very steamy and hot inside and very like horny too. Yeah, I'm getting that. You make them feel very horny too. Maybe your physical appearance is what makes them horny, but it's like getting to know you, you're very cold. You have a very like, so it's like hot and cold exterior. It's like very like hot and cold, very like contradicting personality, because when they meet you, when they see you, it's like you're very beautiful, you're very hot, you're very like sexy, but then when they get to know you, they didn't expect your personality to be like that. Does that make sense, Power 4? It's like they didn't expect your personality to be so intense and to be so real and raw and to be so like different and strange and creepy, and like for you to know all these things, because your aesthetic probably looks like the opposite, where you could come off as like the mean girl, or like I don't know, something about you that's very contradicting. It makes them like think in circles, or you just make them think about you a lot whenever they're not around you. They think about the conversations that you guys had or the time you guys spent, and I feel like how guys see you as well is that you say things and then you do another. So like it's like you say things, or you believe in a certain like moral or anything, could be anything, and then you turn around and you do the complete opposite of how you think. It's like the way you feel sometimes is not how you think, and how you think is not how you feel sometimes. And this could like really make them like, guys see you very like, they just I don't know, something about your presence. It's like they don't even, it's like you're like a puzzle to these men. How they view you is like a puzzle, Power 4, like literally like a puzzle. So they're naked in this pile. So I'm gonna just put this tag that I got from these socks I bought from Walmart. But yeah, so this is the tag card. Yeah, you definitely make them like, their perspective is that you're just like, why did I hear walking like contradiction, or you're like a walking, it's like you you could like, okay, so the perspective, you could like give it really, really good advice, but you don't take your own advice. Like you might be the type of friend where you tell your friends things they need to hear, but then when it comes to you, you do things, I don't know, it's like you do things that you want to do, but when it comes to like talking, you tell people that they need to hear, or you can come off as like very judgmental or just very strange, like very, you could even be a lot of these guys' muse and you don't know it, because they might be too embarrassed to tell you that you're definitely their muse, because he's definitely like writing something, whether it's poetry, a letter, a note, or he's just writing down notes. I feel like people also, well, it's how these men view you, it's like they learn a lot from you. So in these encounters that you share with them, they learn a lot from you, Power 4. And this might be something you don't even know, because you could think that you're just ranting or expressing yourself, or that you're just rambling all day long, or that you talk too much. But I feel like these guys, they take notes, or they remember, like these guys remember certain things that you say, and they put it into like a screenshot in their minds. Like these guys, it's just something so like these guys, I feel like for this pile, they get addicted really fast to you, or they get, yeah, and if not addicted, they stalk you in some type of way. These guys become like stalkers, but then it's like they can't get too close because they don't know something about you that they feel like they might regret stalking you, or they might regret. It's like even their perspective on you, Power 4, is that they might get really, really bad karma if they like hurt you as well. Like they know they'll get bad karma, because whether it's like you'll either get your lick back, or the universe will, or both. With this Tower card, it's like they know that it'll come back around full circle. It's something about you that's very karmic in a way, but like good karmic and bad karmic is like, I feel like everywhere you go, you could bring a lot of karma into people's life with the Tower card, and you may not know this, whether it's good karma or bad karma. It's kind of like these men feel like they have to choose whether they're gonna pick a side with you, whether they're gonna endure bad karma or good karma. It's like giving me Libra, like the Libra scales. They can pick one or the other with you. And I feel like a lot of these guys don't want to see your bad side. It's something about that photo that you picked, Power 4, where she's like, it's like, yeah, I'm giving you a choice. You can pick it's like you can pick my good side or my bad side, but it's like my bad side is really, really bad. It can get really, really bad with the Tower card. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. And you could actually, it's like something threatening about your energy, where they know it's like, or where guys try not to say something to tick you off. That's what I was kind of getting at. You might have an anger problem, but I'm not really thinking it's an anger problem. I think it's just you could be very like, what you call it, you could be really, really sensitive and you don't know this, but it's like contradicting again, because you're very like, you come off as very cold, but you're very sensitive. Or it's like, I feel like it's like, I'm picturing like a volcano where you could erupt at any given time. if these men, or this man, whoever it is that view you in this way, rubs you the wrong way, you could explode, or they might lose you in a heartbeat if they fuck up. It's like these guys, I feel like they also see you as like somebody like you only give one chance. Like I said, you're quick to cut somebody off. You're very cutthroat, Power 4. So that's how men view you. If it did resonate, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post.